a big blow for Saints this Thursday because it has been confirmed by the manager, Will Stewart, who was speaking in his press conference down at Staplewood before this weekend's Sky Bet Championship game against Swansea. It was being previewed and he did give some news, and that is around Ross Stewart. Ross Stewart is going to miss a large chunk of game time now. He will not be available by the looks of things until at least early 2026. The manager went on to say that the 29-year-old has picked up a hamstring and tendon issue in that 1-1 draw against Derby County, and he now will miss the rest of this year. And he said it is a substantial period of time that he will be out for. And he said, I don't think we will see him on the pitch before the new year. Will still went on to say it's a big blow. It's linked to his tendon as well, so it's not the best news. I think we have looked really positive and really good with Roscoe up there, and we're going to have to now rethink, reshape, reorganise and find ways of doing it. But going the other way, we're still conceding too many goals. So Ross Stewart is going to miss a large chunk of time, and my reaction to that is it took us such a long period of time to find a striker that was going to look to play in the system in the way he still wants to play football. We find him. And I always thought it was going to be Stewart, and he gets injured, which I think we all thought would happen. But it does go to prove that the gamble on Damien Downs was the wrong gamble to make. Let's not dress it up. They made a gamble on him at 21 years old, and now it leaves us a little bit lightweight in terms of a physical striker up front. And a lot of fans, a lot of people have been in the chat, have been in the conversation across the channel and across my social media platforms, and something that keeps coming up is Saints should go and get a free agent in. Can they do it? I was asked, can they do it? Well, absolutely they can do it. They can go and get a free agent in before January if they wanted to. The rules around this are that EFL clubs are allowed to register free agents until the fourth Thursday in March of each campaign. Clubs cannot, though, change their 25-man squad unless it's to add a free agent. If a club already has 25 players already registered, they cannot add anyone unless they release a player. At this moment in time, from looking and researching, Saints have 24 players registered. So the chances are they could register a free agent if they really wanted to. There was a good article on the Daily Echo last week about this as well, and they looked into this and they come back with a lot of these details around the 25-man rule, and they can add a player if they've got 24, which Saints do by the looks of it. So it leads the question into who could you potentially bring in if they want to go down that road. I don't think they will go down that road, but ex-Southampton striker Mikel Antonio, he's a free agent at the moment, 35 years old. He had that nasty car crash a year or so ago. He was formerly at West Ham, obviously got released at the end of the season, currently training with Brentford, or whatever he was. He's an ex-Saints loanee. He was on loan to Saints. He made quite a few Premier League appearances before that car crash last year. I think it was 14 that I read. He's experienced, he's physical, and he can lead the line. But he has had that horrific car crash, and I don't think anybody knows how he's going to come back after that. Another name that gets spoken about a lot in the chat box across my videos here on my channel is around Patrick Bamford. I didn't realise that Bamford is still only 32 years old. He is without a club at the time of recording. The ex-Leeds United striker has Premier League and Championship experience, scored 8 goals in 33 Championship games 2 seasons ago, but he did struggle at the back end of his time at Leeds United. Another player that does pick up a lot of injuries as well. So would you be going and getting Patrick Bamford in? I'm not sure you would. Who else is available? There is another name that is I've seen around there's these little lists that go around social media when they talk about players. that are free agents. And another one was Emmanuel Dennis. He's 27 years old, so he's still quite young. Nigerian international, formerly of Watford, played at Nottingham Forest as well. And he finished his last club that he was with was Blackburn Rovers. He's got pace and he has an ability to play as a number 9. Not seen Dennis play loads though, so not massively convinced that Saints will do this. I think they'll work with what they got. Questions will be asked whether it will happen, but it won't. I don't think that they will go and bring this sort of signing in. They've used Armstrong, Archer, and try and get something out of Damien Downs. And if Damien Downs could find a goal, you just never know, do you? If Damien Downs could fire things up and get going, it would be good for him. But there was plenty more in the press conference today as well. He spoke about a lot of the disappointment in letting goals in and trying to win games and not draw games. He made some really good points about Elias Yellet. There was a lot of rumours going around social media yesterday that Saints had decided not to activate the purchase clause. Well, I don't believe it. It's not from a very good source anyway. It's not from a source that I recognise. But there was a lot of talk around that we might not keep him. Well, he played really well at Liverpool. And he was asked, he's changed a lot of players at right back. Can he explain the thinking of what he's been trying to do at right back, right wing back? He said Maz Rozaev played there till we lost at Hull. I think that he's struggled defensively. He was very open and honest. He said we were just defensively not very good as a unit, not just individually. And he went on to talk about Elias Yellet. He said he's probably the one that deserves better chances than he's had because he did do so well at Liverpool. But again, the second goal he said we conceded happened down that right-hand side. He said we've tweaked it a bit. We played Tom Fellows there. Also, Ryan Fraser has played in that position, and he said we're looking for a different kind of outlet. They're looking to play more with a winger in that position than a defensive player. So, listening, to listen to what he said today, I kind of do believe that he will stick with that back three at the weekend. I don't think there'll be any changes to the back three. I think it will stay pretty much the same as it was at Derby County. I don't think there'll be any major changes. I will do my predicted lineup in my pre-match show, which will drop later on today. I think that covers everything I want to cover from the press conference, really. He did speak a lot about the pressure of the next few games. He said you've got to win games, but to win games in any job, you have to go out and give it everything you've got. And he does feel that the players need to let their shackles off a little bit at the moment. He's frustrated with drawing 5 games, only winning 2. And he said that we need to hit the ground running at St Mary's at a weekend. We have to. We have to. We need to get on the right foot and start strong like we didn't do against Portsmouth. And we had a derby and couldn't get up for that. So let's hope we can get up for Swansea at the weekend. And he pretty much went on to say that it's down to the players now to really start letting the shackles off and playing. So a lot of people are scared of making mistakes, but I get that. I do get that, but the players do have to step up now, in my opinion. They massively, massively have to step up. It's a huge block of games, big block of games, and we need to hit the ground running on Saturday. Pre-match show is coming up on the channel. Stay tuned for that. But the big breaking news this Thursday is that Ross Stewart won't play any football again until at least 2026.